Aloha to the YouTube version of the internet. Welcome to a live metaphysical spirituality Q&A paradigm shift team broadcast hangout. Awesome thing that we got going on. This is seriously crazy, guys. I got like three. I got Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube right here. This is taking place right at the command center, right in the command base for Paradigm Shift Central. And yeah, for those of you on YouTube, thank you so much for joining in the future or in the present. I'll do my best to be able to keep on the live chat. In a moment, we're just going to be able to invite people to tune in. And I haven't shared this on the Facebook Paradigm Shift Central page yet. That's the next step that I'm going to do. And that will be the that will be the important one. Because that is like where we're going to be connecting in with a lot of the new audience. So where did that link go? Awesome. All right, so again, guys, if there's moments where like I'm not talking and stuff like that, just excuse me as my brain processes multiple things at once. Or watch YouTube and if you guys do have any questions, please feel free to get those questions ready. When you enter in a question that you might have, make it easy for me and put some asterisks around the question. That way, so I can just see it. So asterisks like the command 8 or control 8, the alternative for the number 8, the star thing. And then that will just allow me to be able to see that as well. All right, so for those of you on Patreon, you're about to get a message. You're about to get that. So sending that out through Patreon right now. And that is sent. Okay, so next step is, we're going to post this to the main Paradigm Shift Central page. And then from there, we are going to post it into some individual groups. Let me give you guys a list of groups. So for those of you who want to be able to post this into a variety of groups, I just sent a list of groups in the comments. So it's kind of cool because, I mean, a big part of like the Paradigm Shift Central project is like hacking the matrix, surfing the interwebs, working as a team to be able to like help use media as a platform to shift consciousness. And one of the ways that we do that is by engaging through helping send messages out there and synchronizing as a team in that way. So again, what I want to be able to do is invite you guys to be able to share this with all of your awesome friends out there, especially as we get going into it, because I even want to do some like additional meditation within this too. So I mean, it's always fun to be able to get some meditation going on. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna do my best to keep an eye on the live chat as we get going in here, though Facebook does not make that easy. So Tammy, I'll just see if there's any questions right away. So Tammy is asking, when is your next meetup? The next meetup, as listed on the main website, is going to be the Paradigm Shift Destiny School broadcast, which is this Thursday. The topic is going to be on UFOs, aliens, and entities. And that's something that anybody is welcome to be involved with. That's going to be like an intentional classroom to be able to explore that particular topic. So let me just create a new Word document here, and I'm going to copy paste some of your questions. Okay. All right. So, but can't say I want to say hello. All right. So let me just give a quick shout out to a lot of people tuned in right now. Shout out to Jesse. Shout out to Ashley. Shout out to Linda. Shout out to Eddie Grace. Shout out to Isis. Shout out to Andrew. Shout out to Monty. Shout out to Jack. Shout out to Kaya. And shout out to Stephanie, Tammy, Jordan, and Tessa, and Roman. Yo, guys. If any of you guys are already on the team Slack, feel free to jump in the team Slack, because that's where I'll be able to talk with you guys as well. The team Slack is only accessible to people who are signed up on the main website. So if you're curious about that, create a profile on the main website and then follow the link to the Paradigm Shift team Slack, and then you can get involved with that. And through that gate leads you to the next gate, which will give you access to the Paradigm Shift 24/7 voice chat, which is a new thing that we're using. And it's a mobile thing so that we can like talk over our mobile devices, and it's actually like really, really cool, and it's great for project collaboration. So what I'm going to do right now, guys, is I'm going to share this broadcast to the main Paradigm Shift Central Facebook page, which as of the last 24 hours has brought in over about 1,500 new likes on the page, following the awesomeness of the video that went very viral of Shailene Woodley speaking some truth and doing a lot to be able to help shift the paradigms. So that's something I'll talk a little bit more about. So again, just join me as I just share this. Hangout. Interact with a global team of shifters and explore the mysteries of the universe. Okay, guys. So right now I'm just sharing this on that page, and we'll see what we can do. Okay. So when you guys share this, whether or not you'll be able to copy this, I know it's kind of finicky, but I just sent in some text of what you can use to sort of like copy to put alongside with this post. So let me just check over into the YouTube's comments. Aloha to YouTube. There's no comments in the YouTube right now, which is pretty cool. Facebook's like sort of the main version of this. So again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Brendan. I'm the director for the Paradigm Shift Team Central Project. Let me just see. I just kind of want to see if I can get the brightness on this up. Hold on one sec, guys. There we go. Okay, that's just looking good. Awesome. All right, so now I am going to, again, post this on a few places. So, shifting paradigms, what's that all about? Well, a big part of it is about helping people ask questions, helping people go through the process of being curious. And through the process of being curious, ultimately, you're going to begin to realize that there's a lot more to this reality than we have been led to believe, let alone what the eyes have led us to believe. So this is about being able to see with new eyes. This is about gaining sight beyond sight. This is about being able to see the code within the matrix and understand like some of the subtle yet very real ways in which this reality functions, and also how we can actually be able to interweave our ways through it as a means to be able to help become better dreamers within the dream, so that we can co-create a freaking awesome dream for everyone and help save the world. As epic as it sounds. Helping save the world, the inner world, our world, one world at a time. You change within, and you change everything around you. So again, guys, now would be the time to invite more people to tune in. We got 24 users broadcasting alongside with us, and shout out to those of you who are going to be tuned in the future. Let me just scan some of the information here that we got going on in the live chat. Shout out to Isis. Isis can't stay, but just wanted to say hello. Good to see you again. Hello to Kaya. Welcome, Jack. Welcome, Linda. Again, welcome to everybody. Isis is wearing her free hugs hoodie. Her free hugs hoodie. Her new favorite snuggle to keep warm. I encourage you all to get one. Yes, if you guys are interested in the free hug shirt, I'm wearing my free hug shirt right now. I'll post a link for the free hug shirts. We actually just launched the Paradigm Shift Central store, where you can get multiple shirts as well. And for those of you who are interested, either send me a message or I can just like post a link in a little bit. And so Joey's saying, "What's your goal? Doesn't make sense." Joey, do you want to maybe just like clarify that question? Like, because in terms of what I was just saying, in terms of shifting paradigm, like that wasn't in response to your question, but if you want to be more specific with your question, I'd be happy to answer that. Donna says, "Hey brother, I love and support you so much. I want to see you succeed, and your message, our message of a planetary paradigm shift to reach as many people as possible. By the way, your work on this planet always inspires me to keep going." Adonis, thank you so much, brother. That's it's again, like, this is what makes this project exciting, is being able to connect as a team with you guys. So guys, again, just feel free to join me. This is going to be a little bit finicky. Let's see what we can do here. So, okay, guys, thank you so much for joining in. Let's get some of those questions rolling, and we'll go through with that. We'll start answering any of the questions that you guys may have about metaphysics, spirituality, and even the Paradigm Shift Central project. So, Joey, can you just for clarity, if you can just ask your question just one more time, just like really be clear what it is that you're asking, and then I'll answer that question for you. Just about like you're just asking like what is the goal? I'm just curious if you want me to narrow that or what exactly you want me to respond with. So much awesomeness happening right now, says Kaya. All right, so guys, I'm gonna send you. Okay, so I'm posting the link to this broadcast in here, but if you can copy paste that text, that is what's gonna help us share this into a variety of groups. And here are a list of groups that you guys can share this into. Again, if you guys are on mobile, it's going to be hard for you to do this, but for those of you who are on desktop, take a look at some of those groups. And if you're already in them, please feel free to share them. And yeah, we're going to keep rolling with this. Excuse me. And part of my objective here is to remember to like be mindful of my breath. Because I want to be able to do this broadcast with you guys for at least a few hours. And yeah, it's been a while since we've done this. And of course, part of the objective behind doing this is to be able to invite you guys to be able to add your support to the team Patreon. So as we go through this, we're going to be getting some more Patreon donations into the support. And every time that we get a new Patreon donation, I'm going to do some like freestyle conscious flowetry for you guys. So the links for the Patreon I'll post, but they are up in the information for this in the top of the video, which is patreon.com/Brendan Carlton. We're working towards the next team milestone of 900 by the end of the month. And of course, I can explain more about that later, but that is how you get your Shifter Booster Kit with awesome shift buttons to be able to help accelerate the shift where you are. So I'm going to post this in some of the groups right now. And as we get doing that, then we're going to be able to focus in on the questions. Okay, so here's Joey's question. Let me just take 1 second here. 1 second, I'm just loading up some stuff on here. And just double checking YouTube. Checking in on YouTube. Shout out to Bob, shout out to Jesse, shout out to Carlos. I think you guys are already on Facebook, some of you. Hey Skull, love you, brother. Hugs to you and Shailene and her mom. Love you. Woohoo, howdy peeps. Love for all. Shout out to Jesse. And shout out to Carlos. Magnetic storm on Carlos's end. Interesting. Keep your eyes in the sky for any UFOs. Whenever there's a magnetic storm, there's usually UFOs nearby. Okay. So let me just, because I want to be able to like see the live feed through what you guys are seeing. Okay, good. All right. Is this going backwards? Where is that comment? All right. Okay, just reading Joey's comment. I figure you have a goal for your efforts. Love how this supposedly changing the paradigm and into what? Yeah, Joey, I can totally answer that for you. So that's a good introduction question as well, which is what I want to do. And again, it's my hope that this broadcast is reaching people through the main Paradigm Shift Central Facebook page. As I said, because there's a lot of people who are tuned into that page as of just recently. Let me just sort of... Did that take a picture? There we go. Okay, I'm just sort of like sending image promotion through the Facebook. Joey, 1 second, I'm going to get to your question. Again, guys, if you guys want to share this show through the different groups and stuff, that definitely helps lighten load. And yeah, so Joey is asking, like, what is the objective of what it is that we're doing? Give me 2 seconds to dial in this focus, and I just want to get one more post up through here. But yeah, so just as like a little bit of a backstory, just in terms of the last couple of days. So the last couple of days, some of you guys would have seen the video that I edited together of Shailene Woodley talking about the Dakota Access Pipeline and the scenario of defending our waters and clean waters and really the future of this planet. I was really inspired when I saw her give that live speech in the moment. So I edited it together with the intention of helping spread her message, with the intention of helping engineer that video to go viral. And it successfully did. And that's actually like the first video that successfully launched into that form of viralness. And and right now, like even as we are in this broadcast, it is clocking in at over 500,000 views, which is really, really amazing. And so I'm actually going to post even into the comments for, oh, interesting. And so Periscope, sweet shifty Jesus. Aloha to people on Periscope. See, it was worth it. I knew if I like launched it on Periscope, even if one person tunes in on Periscope, it's worth it. Okay, so I'm gonna post this into the comments for the video and stuff. So yeah, again, there's a lot of new people who are potentially synced up with the Paradigm Shift Central project as a result of that video of Shailene Woodley. Again, Shailene Woodley is a well-known Hollywood actor, and her story is something that's super fascinating to me, and I want to be able to talk a little bit more about that. Even just like literally like where she is now, like I really, really, really like foresaw this like years ago. Like when I first saw the Divergent movie, I was just like, okay, like that is not a coincidence. It is a coincidence. It's a coinciding incident. She is going to be like a big player in the shift. And lo and behold, she is playing into that role. And so there's some really, really, really fascinating synchronicities between the idea of like her being in that role of like the Divergent character and and also like how that is literally who she is like in real life. She is like kind of becoming that iconic person to help like lead the revolution of consciousness. So shout out to Shailene Woodley. She's doing an amazing job using her voice as a celebrity to be able to help get the message out there and help inspire people. So if you guys are a fan of Shailene Woodley, drop some 1111s in the chat and show her some love. So that said, guys, I'm going to go into Joey's question specifically, and thank you guys again for being patient here. And if you guys want to keep sharing the show broadcast as we're doing this, please feel free. And as I'm doing this, if you guys want to be able to connect with other shifters, because that's a big part of this purpose behind this broadcast, if you guys want to be able to connect with more people, drop a 555 into the comments plus your location if you choose to put your location. And if you put a 555 in the comments, that's inviting other people to send you a friend request. So if you see people with 555, you can send them a friend request. So for anybody who wants to make more shifty friends, it's the comments. All right. So going into Joe's question, just checking in. Facebook's running good. Aloha. If people have questions on the YouTube, please feel free to ask there, and even Periscope, please feel free to ask there, and even through Slack. All right. I'll keep sharing on the groups as we keep going, but in the meantime, let's just hang out and keep doing what we're doing. So again, reminding you guys, as we're doing this broadcast, if you guys are able to, please feel free to donate to the team Patreon, add your monthly support for only $3 to $5 a month, and get your team Shifter Booster Kit. Awesome, potent tools to be able to help shift consciousness. And I want to show you guys, like, I want to pour out some of the shift buttons on my bed. How many shift buttons we got right now that I'm going to be packaging and sending out in the next day. So let's give a full recap. Joey is asking, he's basically just asking, like, I figure you have a goal for your efforts. Love how this is supposedly changing a paradigm and into what? So when it comes to the shift in consciousness, where we're kind of at right now is that there's a lot happening in the world. We know that. And there's a lot more to what this world is about than what we have been taught through mainstream culture. The objective or the paradigm shift is essentially what the name of it is about. Paradigm shift, a shift in the paradigm, a shift in the way you see things. The title of it is supposed to be intentionally very broad, yet the focuses of the Paradigm Shift Central project are to encourage open-mindedness, healthy living, and the evolution of consciousness. And through there, this is also about building a global team of shifters and paradigm shift communities. And through this process of encouraging people to choose to be the change they wish to see, this is about building a global team of shifters, of conscious community leaders, of people who are collectively inspiring each other while simultaneously documenting the shift in consciousness to be able to help make a difference in this world, even through the very little things, even through the things such as free hugs, hacking the matrix, through their own personal transformation in that sense. So the goal of this project, and through community comes the unfolding story. Like really, that is like a huge part of it. It's like building community and documenting and sharing through media, sharing inspirational ideas, thought patterns, perspectives through the magic of media to help plant those seeds, to get people to start thinking a little bit differently about this reality and maybe introduce them to some topics that they might not know about. Ultimately, like a big part of this is that, you know, this is like a team of light workers, of light guardians, of light warriors. Everyone has the potential to be a light worker, but it really comes down to a choice. Like that's kind of the thing about it. And that is like basically what we want to be able to do. We want to be able to encourage people to step into that role should they feel inspired to. And that is something that I feel like a lot of us from like a higher perspective soul level are here to do. And that's actually what we've like been connected here in this moment for, to be able to say like, hey, I'm not alone. There are other people who want to change the world. And when we look at it again, when we look at like the things going on in this world right now, it's a part of the way reality unfolds. It is true that there are things going on in this world that are like not things that we are happy about. Yet those in themselves are things that are bringing about our transformation. So, I mean, even the, you know, the Dakota Access Pipeline, because that's a big thing going on right now. Like that is like bringing into focus and bringing in, like creating a stage for us to really step in and to like come together as community and to share our voice and to like share this sacred message and to like really, 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 really lock down what it is that we want to be able to create in this world, which is, you know, like a place where people can be able to like live sustainably, a place where people can be able to like live without suffering in that sense, and a place where people are treated with respect and treated in a place where they can like be inspired to be creative and to be able to express themselves in that way. And people are seen and are supporting each other for the unique beacons of light, for the unique Jedi that they are. So again, you know, like a big part of this is really, really, really about community. And that's where the paradigm shift communities are a big part of what it is that we were doing. So again, for those of you who like may be new to this project, the paradigm shift communities are something that exists all across the world. And the paradigm shift community is basically like and meditation circles held within your city on a regular basis to help bring people together, to connect them with other like-minded people, with other people who are open-minded. And within those open-minded discussion meditation circles, that again is where we get this process of mirroring. That again is where we get this process of collective growth and collective inspiration and collective evolution in that sense. So a lot of people, you know, and I'll say this, and guys, get ready to drop some more questions so we can keep moving through with some more questions. And I'll keep an eye on any donations coming through to the Patreon. As soon as we get a donation through the Patreon, that's when I'll do some freestyle flowetry. And so again, the asking donation for that is only $3 to $5 a month. And right now on the team Patreon, we are at about 830, and our goal is to get up to 900 by the end of the month, which is again is a part of my responsibility with this project, is to keep bringing up the team Patreon, to keep being an ambassador for the team Patreon to help bring it up. And for people on YouTube, that link is in my info. So again, if you've been tuned in with this project for years now, because it started like, you know, like almost a decade ago, literally, and you've been listening to the global meditations, you've seen the Journey to Lucidity movies, you like the videos, you like the platform, you like the team, being able to support is a dope way, because through our individual micro donations features for the project. So with this, like, just bringing it back, like the community thing is so freaking huge. A lot of people, you know, they may be in this place where they're just like, I want to change the world, but I don't know how. Or you know, or it just seems like too big. It just seems like so freaking huge for them. And they're just like, how do I do this, you know? When we come together as community, that's when we can start like sharing our stories, sharing our focuses. Each one of us is going to have like a particular place where we're going to be able to focus on. And so, I mean, that is like a really, really, really important thing. You know, when you come together as community, that is when the discussion comes. And that is when you're able to like bring together a lot of those potent ideas and bring them into action within your community. And I really, 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 again, within this project, encourage people to be like the news source for the consciousness and the conscious shift that they are interested in the same way that I began this. You know, what I do is like I'm promote myself as Skull Babylon, a gonzo journalist, a neo-gonzo journalist. That basically means that, you know, like I'm reporting on the shift in consciousness from my personal perspective. And like, I want to be able to inspire more people to document the shift from their perspective and to focus on the things that they want to focus on. You know, like some people are going to be more interested in environmental issues. Some people are going to be interested in like new science. Some people are going to be interested in psychology. Some people are going to be interested in the metaphysical, in the meditation. Some people are going to be interested in like the mainstream symbolism. Encourage that you're interested in, and then practice sharing that story. And again, like through redemptioncentral.com, that is like where you can do that. That is a platform created for us as a team of journalists to be able to practice making conscious media. And so like that's like another level of this project. There's a lot of levels to this project in which people can choose to interact with and can choose to be involved with it. And so like some of it is just like watching, some of it is engaging, some of it is creating. And that is ultimately what I want to be able to encourage you guys to do. I want to be able to invite you guys at any point to take those steps through those gates, to be able to get involved with this project in like more dynamic ways. And so again, like right now, there's some stuff going on behind the scenes where like me and some other people, like we're hanging out in the team Slack chat, which is a separate chat channel that we have for organizing projects. And we also have a team voice channel where we can like just jump onto there and do in voice chat, and we can like connect on mobile. So it's literally just like a psychic bridge. It's pretty freaking sweet. So again, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Just give me a second here to just sort of catch my breath, but I want to be able to answer some more questions. Joey, thank you for asking that question. And where do you get your tea at? Andrew asked. My tea is actually from a really nice place in a town a little far away from here called the New Age Shop, and they do a really great job with their teas. So it's freaking awesome. Okay. Yeah, guys, there's a lot that I mean I can just like tell you about stuff in general, but with this broadcast, focusing on like the metaphysical spirituality Q&A, want to be able to invite you guys to ask some questions in terms of like what stuff you guys want to explore. And maybe you already have an answer, but maybe you want to like be able to just like ask the group as well. Because I want to be able to invite you guys to like answer the questions that are being asked. Okay. Okay, guys. So let's take a moment to hear as you guys are just settling in, and we'll just take like a moment of oneness, so to speak. Literally just like just chill out. So moment of oneness, activate. That's important. Taking those moments to breathe, that's so important, guys. Okay. So again, guys, as you guys have any questions, please feel free to ask them. They can be somewhat serious. They can be slightly humorous. They can be questions about the project that you want some different perspectives on. They can be questions about me. They can be questions about you. They can be questions about aliens and all that good stuff. So shout out again to everybody tuned into the show, to Alex, shout out to Joey, shout out to John O'Neill, shout out to Jack, shout out to Tessa again, and shout out to Lindsay. Thank you guys so much for joining. I love what you just said about how it's also a platform for different types of journalism. Yes, the journalism, like the journal being a big part. So I'll just explain to you guys on the side, but like a big part of this project, a big part of my objective is like helping create a platform for all of us to share. Right now, the internet is like this weird place, and like somebody might have like the desire to share a message, but they might have trouble doing that because Facebook is kind of this thing that makes it really hard for people to like start from scratch. So what we're doing is we're creating a platform through the Facebook page, through the main paradigmshiftcentral.com website, and through there we're inviting them to say like, hey, create content and we'll help get it out there. And then like through there, it really inspires people. Shout out to Jamie. Jamie, as an example, like she had a video that we posted through the Paradigm Shift Central Facebook page. Again, it's facebook.com/Paradigm Shift Central. Make sure that you guys are liked on that page. Like, and again, like that was like her first video, and we helped promote it. And right now, it's like almost at like 2,000 views, which is like super awesome. So again, like that was like really a good boost for her, and it was also a good boost for other people because they get to like see that content. And again, that's what we want to be able to do. We want to be able to invite you guys to hear the music, and for you guys to be able to co-create, and for you guys to really like see this as an ongoing celebration of life. I feel like that is like a big part of the shift in consciousness that I really want to focus on, is like really bringing people into that quote unquote high vibration of joy, happiness, gratitude, appreciation, courage, love, exploration, curiosity, all of these sort of ideas. Like that is what I feel is like a big part of the shift in consciousness. It's hard to shift consciousness when you're like kind of like focusing on how the world's going to shit or something like that, right? If you have to choose what story you're choosing, yet ultimately like there is a bigger story that is going on in terms of like the shift in consciousness. And like that I feel is like a big part of kind of like being able to see things from a different picture. When you understand that like everything that is happening is for our growth, even the hard stuff, that allows you to change things. So like when something bad happens, like the Dakota Access Pipeline, it's just like, instead of just being like, why reality, why? It's just like, okay, that's a call to action. That is asking us to show up and asking us how we can help. And that's going to be a big thing, guys. Like the Dakota Access Pipeline, like that is going to be a very, very, very real story that is happening right now, because like they are going to stay there and they're going to hold their ground. And it's going to be this thing where like it literally may just become like a bastion. It may just become like a standing place, a common place that people will remain to be at until the oil companies decide to change their mind. And so, I mean, and I think that's like literally what it comes down to. So, I mean, no DAPL is a huge thing going on right now. And again, if you guys aren't familiar with that, check out the hashtag no DAPL. And again, like that's like a thing that we can educate people on as well, at least to let them know that that is going on, because it's not so much as just say like, hey, did you know that oil companies are like corrupt and they're trying to destroy the world? But it's also sharing the narrative of the courage that is being taken, that is being shown through this beautiful story of people coming together and tribes coming together. So what I actually want to do in the coming future, and even within like this broadcast, is to do some like micro meditation at the Dakota Access Pipeline. I want to be able to do that because I like literally within like the coming days, like there's like deadlines that like they're like sort of like trying to like, oh, it's crazy. Like it's really crazy. And so like we just gotta be able to like support that energetically as well, because that is a form of support. Sometimes we don't realize that, but like we can sort of like tap into like higher astral perspectives and kind of weave some more love into the tapestry. And through doing that, it kind of like activates like the muscles, and it activates like the heart. And people like whether they even consciously know it or not, subconsciously they're connected to that idea that like other people are like sending them love. So let's send some love to the Dakota Access Pipeline and Standing Rock by posting some 1111s in the chat right now, and you guys can do that. And shout out to everyone for being involved with that, for supporting that. And I would like to even just like do like a short like micro meditation in the next minute to be able to just like practice doing that, to like send some energy there as well. So in the meantime, guys, let's continue to invite some more people to tune into this broadcast. A lot of 23 people live. How do we turn that like 200 people, right? How do we turn like the X number of thousand people who like 500, quote unquote, 500,000 people have seen the video through Shailene Woodley. 1,000 of them like the page. There's about 15,000 likes on the page. Yet Facebook always like sort of like gimps these broadcasts. So it's up to us to be able to help get them out there. And so if we can do that in the next couple minutes, let's see if we can bring this up to, I'd say 33 viewers. And then once we hit that, let's do a little micro meditation for the Standing Rock people. So again, I just want to be able to like multitask and keep an eye on things. So let's do that just as a little micro goal right now, guys. Let's try and get the viewers up to 33. And shout out to people. Shout out to people on YouTube as well. Awesome. Yeah. So again, like I'm just reading. Bob's like talking in the YouTube is just like talking about how Shailene got arrested and stuff like that. Yeah, her getting arrested was like the best thing that could happen because that like definitely creates some waves for media story and everything like that. So it's really, really story that's happening right now. And each of us is a part of it. And you know, like for people who may be like near Standing Rock, like I know I have friends who are like talking about going to like Standing Rock, like because of like what's been going on recently. They're like feeling the call to go there. And it's like, and I'm sure like going there would be like a great place to connect with tribe. So again, guys, we're up to 27 viewers. That's awesome. Up to 33. We're going to do that micro meditation for Standing Rock. If you guys just want to share this to your pages, that is a great way to be able to help invite more people to tune in. I'm going to post this in a couple groups at the moment. Okay, let's keep going through the guys. And again, if you guys do have like general questions, metaphysical spirituality Q&A, free to leave those in the comments. I'm just going to take a moment here just to sort of not talk, just so I can catch my breath. Okay, sweet. Okay, yeah. So Jamie's saying like, hopefully, like she's gonna be able to make it to Standing Rock. Jamie lives like 10 hours away from it, so it's pretty impressive. Tessa's got a question. How can I be shifty in school with my students if the directors and parents don't like that much? Tessa, the simple answer to that is to be creative, to be like extra creative, to like start like handing maybe even like have some like sacred geometry printed out on paper, as like get the flower of life printed out on paper and get some pencil crayons and like leave them somewhere in the classroom and tell people that they're welcome to like go ahead and color those in. And then I guarantee you there will be a handful of students who will like grab those and start coloring them in, and they might not even like know what it is, but they're just like, oh cool. And then if they ask you, then you can sort of like tell them and stuff like that, and that will be like sort of like this like under the radar way of being able to do it in that sense. That's a good question though. How can we bring more consciousness into our school? I mean, even just like having quiet time or focus time or creative time. Tessa, you could always lead them through like visualization meditations. Take them to the beach. Take them to like a place where they're practicing using their imagination. Take them where they like meet like a cute little puppy in their imagination, and then like even invite them to like be a part of the story. So it becomes like this co-creative story practice. I'm trying to remember like how old grade 6s are. It's probably about like 13, 12, give or take. Yeah. Well, it's interesting. Even reading them a story, maybe like bring in like one of the books, like The Alchemist or something like that, and see if you can do that. I'd love to hear what you are able to do, Tessa. I think that's wonderful that you have the opportunity to be able to connect, and you have the intention to be able to bring more consciousness into a classroom. That's really important. And even just, you know, like promoting the simple things. Like you can promote open-mindedness and compassion without it having to be too shifty, right? Like you can like talk about like, you know, like free hugs in a lot of ways. Okay. Let's keep doing this, guys. If you guys have other questions, please feel free to drop those into the chat. We'll see where we are by about 12 o'clock. Like I said, I want to be able to do this broadcast for a while, but I won't be able to do it forever. At least not in this dimension. So in a parallel reality, I am broadcasting 24/7. I am always broadcasting 24/7. Tune in. Okay. Again, if you guys aren't connected to my profile, please feel free to connect to my profile, guys, as well. And again, inviting you guys to be able to sign up for the team Patreon when you can. If not, like right this second, please sign up for it. By the end of the month is a huge help to be able to help us reach our goal. Okay. Remember to breathe. Okay. Yeah, that's so Annie's just talking about like raising a child consciously. I think that again, that's a great topic. I think there's like a great conscious article that could be written about that. Here on the side, while we're just kind of like chilling out. Check it out. Woo! Light crystal pendants. These things are so freaking magical. If you guys are interested in getting some of these custom light crystal pendants, these are available for like donation, asking price between like 30 and 60, and people can get these and to be able to help support the team. And if you want one of these, just send me a message through the team Patreon. And they're super cool. I wear them like on my like belt buckle and stuff. And then same with the light love wands. So these are like the more advanced versions of the light wands that have like the lightsaber element to them. Great again for practical massage. And you get the regular love wand in your booster kit. Here's an example of a regular love wand. This one just doesn't have the light to it. This one's got a nice rose quartz to it. And they're super powerful for massage, guys, for deep tissue massage. If you know anything about fascia, like literally like the science behind like how like fascia tissue like holds on to a lot of stuff. They're so freaking awesome. Stephanie is asking, is that an amethyst or a purple light? It's a blue light, but it looks purple through the video, and it's quartz. Oh, Lindsay's talking about going to Dakota from London or Toronto. That's quite the venture. If anybody's interested in going to South Dakota with Lindsay from Ontario, London, Ontario, or Toronto, please feel free to connect with Lindsay. I think that would be great though to get some Canadians at Standing Rock. I'm curious as to how many may already be there, right? Okay, guys, let's continue to bounce some stuff around. I want to be able to just like get some more generic Q&As. Any questions that you guys might have related to anything. Actually, I think Jamie asked a question about UFOs. Didn't you, Jamie? Didn't you ask a question about like my UFO experience? Have you had any UFO experiences? She asked. Annie is asking, what are you rubbing yourself with? That was the light love one, which I guess I already explained. Making sure I just didn't miss any other questions that were asked. Perfect. Okay. Right now we are at 24 viewers, but I still want to be able to just do like a quick like micro meditation, just to be able to like practice like sending some love to Standing Rock. And again, we can do like much more meditations and stuff as we keep going and everything. And I want to do I really want to do some freestyle flow tree for you guys. So if you guys are able to add your support to the team Patreon when you can, that is like a way to support the project. And that when you do that, I'll also do some conscious freestyle flow tree for you guys. So I just posted a link there. But again, inviting you guys, let's just do a quick meditation for standing rock. And just as simple way to do this. All right. Follow me through this. So inviting you guys to just relax. And before we even get into the meditation, literally just take like 10 seconds of silence to sort of tune into this. And people on YouTube, sorry, people on YouTube. I know my mic's like not even in the right spot right now. Sorry, YouTubes. Hello, YouTubes. All right. Okay. So again, just inviting you guys to be able to join in this micro meditation. So start with 10 seconds of silence now. So just inviting everyone to connect with their breath. And gentle inhales. And as you inhale, imagine yourself connecting with the breath of everyone else tuned into this broadcast right now as one breath, as one heart. Okay. So connecting with the breath, gentle inhales through the nose. Exhales through the nose or the mouth. And I just want you to bring your awareness to your heart and even just take your hand and place it on your heart in this moment right now. Even both hands, one on your heart, one just right below it. And just breathe into your heart. And as you breathe gently, begin to imagine yourself flying through the air slowly, moving through soft clouds up in the sky, even feeling the air on your skin. And as you move through the sky, you look down and you see the ground below you. And soon enough, we arrive over top of where Standing Rock is in South Dakota. And so for all of us right now, let us imagine ourselves forming a circle around the location of everyone who is pouring their heart into this story. And so while still imagining ourselves elevated in the air, imagine ourselves holding our hands out in front of us. And as we do, connecting with our breath, we begin to imagine a dome, a sphere between us as a circle and over top of all the people at Standing Rock. And this is a white sphere, a white dome of white light. And with our hands on the edges of it, as we breathe into it, the dome begins to increase in its level of light. And let this be a blessing. Let this be a gift of intention and protection and love for all the people who are there. And so inside the dome, imagine from your palms reaching out like fractal tendrils, branches of light, extending into the dome and reaching their ways down into the surface and all within the dome. So as we fill the dome with pulses of light, love, and intention, and while simultaneously in the air, let us imagine us collectively bringing ourselves down onto the ground of Standing Rock, as there are people there right now in this moment, in this instant. And let us imagine us being drawn to them individually, one at a time, and in astral form, standing next to them at their side, and gently putting our hands, one on their chest and one on their back, and simply just breathing love into the space between your hands and into their being. So each of us find a person at Standing Rock right now, even multiple people simultaneously at once within the multidimensional potential that you are. So you find people who are the same age as you, you find elders, you find young adults, young children even. And as the dome surrounds us with love, raining down protection and love and blessings and gratitude, with our hands on the hearts of those there, let us just breathe into it in this moment. So just connect with your ability to send them love in this moment. You feel their courage. You feel their strong heart. You feel them collectively creating the bigger story. You see them there as ambassadors for love, for the earth, for consciousness, for our ancestors, and for the generations of the future as well. You thank them for their courage. You thank them for showing up. And through this, you provide them with your support energetically. And you allow them to expand their own light within this story. It is one of love, a revolution of consciousness. And so, even as we are here with all the people of Standing Rock, simultaneously let us project ourselves beyond just the supporters, and let us expand this bubble to add our support and our love to those who may be representing the intentions of the pipeline. So that's the workers and also the law enforcement, the servicemen and women. And whether you agree or disagree with their actions, let your ego drop that. And in this moment, connect with them as well. So even imagining yourself standing in front of someone in their body armor, in their thick layers of protection. Physically, they appear to be strong and daunting, yet beneath the physical armor, you connect with a heart that is equally human, that is equally deserving of our compassion. And so imagine yourself standing in front of that worker or the policeman, the military, and simultaneously, while still with the supporters of Standing Rock, and just having your hands on their back and their heart, imagining the white light filling between your hands and in their heart. You simply pour the light in, allowing it to do what it needs to do, being a conduit for the flow of universal energy itself. As we have been told, this is a story that is bigger than the ones that we have been led to believe. Opposed to us versus them, there is only us. This is only the story of us as humans, the hues of mana, the many colors of magic. This is about our healing, about us courageously being able to expand our ability to enact compassion and to be able to even enact forgiveness, to meet and alchemize fear with love. And by planting the seeds into the hearts of those of the military and so forth, we invite them to experience their own shift, their own revolution of consciousness, their own heart-opening experience as the microcosm of this event ripples beyond this moment and reflects the bigger shift into compassion and mindfulness that all of us are carrying, that all of us are a part of. And so taking another moment here to just connect with everyone in this story, and even reminding to connect with yourself and to connect with all the other shifters, the people visualizing in this moment. And just inviting the light to shine through the cracks, as it will, as it does, as it always has. Deep breaths, strong heart. Visualize yourself now back above the dome, all of us in a circle, looking around. You see everyone filling their love, pouring their love into this space, into this story. And know that whatever happens, it is happening for us. How we choose to respond is part of the bigger story. And so let us align ourselves and invite others to be able to respond with compassion, to be able to stand strong with love, to be able to stand strong with resilience, to be able to change the tides through the ripples that we create. So pour your love into the dome, filling it up, creating this bigger metaphysical, spiritual space for energy to be invited into and for it to fuel and help spark the light of all those involved. And from here, our breaths. You are love. You are light. And we are one. Sacred, divine, experiencing itself as many. Let the water be our teacher to bring us together in this vital moment, to help us co-create the bigger dream, and let us choose the path that we wish to create. So gently now, keeping your astral awareness even present in this space beyond this meditation. So in the back of your mind, in the back of your heart, you are still there. Even as this meditation ends, a part of you is now there, consistently pouring your love into this as ceremony, into this story. And simultaneously, we'll bring our awareness to our physical body. And as you do, reminding yourself to keep holding the love in your heart, to keep being the beacon of light that you are, and knowing that everything that we do is part of the bigger story, is part of our story, is the dream awakening to itself. So take another couple breaths here, connecting with your heart, connecting with our heart, and gently bring your awareness back to your physical body when you're ready. And blessings to everyone at Standing Rock, to all the guardians. We see you. We love you. We are one. Aho. And when you're ready, you can slowly wiggle your fingers, your toes, bring your awareness back to your physical body, and gently open your eyes. Return your space, your awareness to the space around you. And so let this story be heard. Let this story be lived. Let this ceremony be enacted. We are more than we may ever know. And this journey has only just begun. Thank you to all of you. Miigwech. Okay, guys. Welcome back. And so it is. Thank you, guys. That was good. The first meditation for Standing Rock, and not the last. I think what I'm actually going to do is potentially repackage that. I'll download that afterwards and be able to like re-upload that as like a standalone clip, and we'll see what we can do to like sort of like help share that as well, you know, that way so like people outside of this broadcast can tune into that. and could be a part of that meditation, as simple as that was. So getting in some little astral projection, flying in, shooting our love lasers, pew 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 pew. But yeah, guys, if you're here, if you're present, if you enjoy that meditation, show some love and drop some 1111s in the chat. And and I think it was really important that we took the time to send love to everyone involved with that, with like the military and the police force and stuff too. Again, like a lot of people want to get into this, as even Shailene was saying, this narrative of just like this is like all the police's fault and stuff like that. Like it's not that simple. It's really not. And so like hating them like doesn't fix it. Loving them is in some cases the harder thing to do, but it's what we need to do, because we need to lead and live by example, love by example. Awesome, guys. Good job. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for being YouTube for joining in. All right. Okay, guys. So let's keep hanging out. Let's keep partying. It's 11:30 right now. I'd love to be able to do some conscious freestyle flowtree for you guys. Right now, we're kind of holding off on that to see if we can use it as an opportunity to have additional donations for the team Patreon as well. And scooby boop boop boop. So yeah, guys, up top, let's work on reaching the milestone goal for that. Yeah, like I don't want to stay up too late tonight. There's other stuff that I gotta get working on, and I just gotta go to sleep early. So I mean, we'll see where we are at 12. It might just be kind of one of those things where we might just not do this as a huge marathon, which is fine. Yeah, one of the things I'm going to be working on a new video about Doctor Strange. Oh my God, man. Like, it's like less than 2 weeks until the Doctor Strange movie comes out. Guys, that's going to be huge. Like, seriously. Like, that's what, like, we need to get ready for it. Everyone's going to be like, everyone's going to know about the astral realms at that point. Everyone's going to like know about some multidimensional aspects of reality. Doctor Strange is like such a freaking important character in the Marvel universe. Like if you know anything about like the Infinity Gauntlet saga and stuff like that, like, oh my God, like he is so freaking key. And so like he's going to be like the big character in the years to come. Okay, let me just sort of see. I'm just kind of checking the Facebooks. Thanks again, guys, for joining in. All right, guys. Let's keep bouncing around here. I'd love to be able to answer some questions if you guys have some Q&A, some questions that you want to ask. Jamie was asking about my UFO experience. I could answer that. I almost want to like save that for like the broadcast on Thursday and stuff, potentially. Is anybody in the Slack chat right now? Nobody's in Slack right now. Okay, I just gotta like check. What's interesting is like on the Paradigm Shift Central Facebook page, like since it's been getting a lot of traffic, I've been trying to keep an eye on the notifications as they've been coming in, because like there's been like a lot of comments and stuff. So I'm like adminning that simultaneously as well. Philip commented on the video. Excuse me. Excuse me. Yeah, guys, I think what I'm actually going to do, I think I'm going to end this broadcast at 12, to be honest. So again, let's see what we can do with the moments that we have, and if we have any good questions. And to be honest, I'm just going to do some like freestyle flow tree anyways, even without like getting the team Patreon in, because I just want to be able to practice it. So, you know what? I'll do a freestyle flow tree like about Standing Rock. I think that would be kind of fun. We'll see what we can do with that. Yeah, Philip's asking, should I go to Standing Rock and play a flute in 432 hertz? Dude, Phil, if you can do that, I highly encourage you to manifest that reality. Here, guys, let me just show you guys some of the buttons that we got. Just because I wanted to, I just want to give you guys a peek on that. Again, it's kind of interesting because I think at this point, like a lot of people tune into the broadcast are people who like are already signed up for the team Patreon. So thank you guys for being signed up for the team Patreon. If you're not signed up for the team Patreon, the links are up top, patreon.com/Brendan Culleton. And through there, that's how you get the shifter booster kit, which again comes with the shift buttons, which have the website to the paradigm potent tools for being able to help plant seeds, evoke synchronicity, and build conscious community where you are. Michael's asking, what psychedelic do you feel has the most psychological healthful in your opinion? It's a good question. I want to say mushrooms. I want to say like psilocybin, just be like kind of the most like commonly ancient one. Like ayahuasca is still like fairly new in the entire collective of the world scene, even though it's been around for a long time. Whereas like mushrooms are like older than the earth itself. And like LSD is still like a new thing as well, though both are still very beneficial. Here, let me nobody's watching on Periscope. Oh no. Sorry, YouTubes. I'm gonna not be able to show you everything going on right now. 2 people watching on YouTube. That's cool. On YouTube. Okay, guys, here I just wanted to like show you. Okay, guys, do you guys want to see me pour out some stuff? Here, I'm going to show you guys all the love wands. So here's some of the love wands. Whee! Look at all the love wands. So check these ones out. So again, I got about like 50 more packages that I have to like assemble in the next couple days and send out to people. These are some of the love wands. Again, super potent tools. Like they're meant for like massage, but they're also used as like spell casting and for like manifesting, and they're pretty much like lightsabers in that sense. So you can see like there's a lot of different stuff. This one is freaking hefty. This is a huge ass like fluorite on this, purple fluorite. Like, oh my god, somebody's gonna get this one. Like this thing feels like it like weighs a lot. This one's pretty sweet. That's some opalite, which is again like a man-made stone. So like in that sense, that one's like not technically like crystal in that sense. But yeah, so like here's some of the love wands. So if you think those love wands are awesome, drop a 777 in the chat. And you know what? To be honest, I actually have like a whole another thing of love wands as well. Like there's like more just kind of like piled up there, and then there's also another batch of them. Yeah, look. Here, let me just show you how freaking productive I've been. Look at all these loved ones. Like seriously, like look at all those loved ones, guys. Look at all those loved ones. Look at it. Just look at it. Okay. So again, guys, for those of you maybe in Thailand, the love wands are tools intentionally created for massage purposes. When I first made these, like literally, like I was like working a desk job, and so like these were like massaging my legs because I would be sitting on the sitting at a desk all day. And so like deep tissue massage, fascia massage are like what these are about. And you can almost like kind of like run them across your body, like almost as if you were like using like a bar of soap. And so like they're freaking really good in that sense. And like they're also good like even just like on the palms and stuff. Like I'm holding the camera, but like if you were like put it into your palm and everything like that. It's really, really, really good. So here's some like more designs. Check out that like military camo design on that one. Check out that hot pink. This one's pretty cool. This crystal is like, it's a agate. So I thought that design was pretty cool. Again, I got some like sort of like urban camo on them. Got lots of sort of different designs on them. This one's pretty cool. I love the gold on this one. And again, like this is, so there's that one. And then there's like freaking lightsaber one, which is like a custom. This is like not for the Patreon. This is like a separate thing, and it lights up. If I turn it on like that. So it's pretty epic. Okay, let me pour out some buttons for you guys, and then I'm gonna do some like freestyle flowetry, and then we're gonna wrap up this broadcast. But yeah, like I literally just kind of wanted to show you these before I like package them all because they're freaking awesome. And again, these are available for the Team Patreon supporters when you sign up for $5 a month. The entire Team Patreon kits are worth like literally like over like $70 with all like the shift buttons involved and everything. So you're paying like $3 or $5 a month, and you're getting your kit, which again has like a huge value to it. And so like it's a super effective way to be able to help get people the kits who like don't want to spend like $70 right away and stuff like that. And it helps support the team ongoing. So here's all love ones. Here's some of the crystal wraps and stuff like that. So again, you also get that with your kit. And here are some of the buttons. So here, let me pour out some of the buttons. This is like everyone's favorite part, right? There's like some sort of like dopamine release that happens when you like pour these out. So again, if people are interested in getting the love wands, these are honestly like right now like exclusively available for the Team Patreon supporters, unless you like want to send me some sort of special request. But like right now, like in order to get these, you get them when you sign up for the Team Patreon, and the link is in the title for this video. Patreon.com/Brendan Culleton. Sign up for as little as $3 to $5 a month. And honestly, guys, if we can get like a new sign up during this broadcast, then that will be perfect, because that will like give me all the reason to like do a hyped up like freestyle conscious flow tree as well. So if you want to get that, sign up for $5 a month at Team Patreon, which also comes with a bunch of shift buttons. So let's pull out these shift buttons. All right, here we go. Ready? So there's a big pile. There's another bag, and that's honestly not even all of it, because there's another bag over there that I just don't want to pour them all out right at this second, even though there's a lot of them. So again, guys, here's some of the shift buttons. This is designed as a tool to be able to help you as a shifter as part of the real world game to help shift consciousness. Pros and tools for helping accelerate the shift. Each one has the main website for Paradigm Shift Central on the rim. So you give these to people as gifts, and then through there it links them into the project, it links them into the global team, the ongoing team building Hangouts broadcast, and the global media that we are creating, the conscious media, and even the full-length movies. So you can see you got some awesome artwork there with my good buddy Brock. His name's on the side of it there. And so each image is like intentionally designed to be able to help spark a conscious conversation. So like when somebody sees this, if someone knows what this is and they see you wearing on it, that is like a sign for them to be like, yo, dude, I like your button. Let's go talk about metaphysics, man. And you're just like, frig yeah. And so like, even if people don't know what these mean, you can give them to them and be like, here, have this special button. And they're just like, what does it mean? And you can be like, what does it mean to you? And you get into this conversation, and you can be like, well, you see, this is an ancient esoteric symbol representing as above, so below. And have you ever looked at a tree sideways? Because it kind of represents how time unfolds. And there's lots of different designs. Again, each one specifically designed to help spark synchronicity. You got some wolf totem one there. This is like some ancient arcane stuff, super potent as well. Never underestimate the power of symbols. Symbols are a very powerful thing. There's your full flower of life grid in that one as well. Got your Eye of Ra gold edition, Eye of Ra black white edition, and your Metatron's cube, fractal spiral pattern. So again, you guys kind of know exactly what is up with these. A lot of people tuning into this broadcast are already familiar with these, but I know a lot of people aren't. Therefore, it's worth like just showing you guys again. This is the Ouroboros, which is freaking awesome as well. And of course, the Paradigm Shift Sigil, which I'm really excited to be able to help get you guys out there wearing and stuff like that. So again, if you guys want the shift buttons. You get a bunch of them with your shifter booster kit when you sign up for the team Patreon. The link is in the title for this video. Someone can post the team Patreon into this info right now. Or, hold on, I'll just do it real quick. Let's see. Here's, so you can see, like, this is actually like my work desk. There's like a lot of like clay and stuff like that. It's not messy, it's just busy. And here's some, that's amethyst. Here's some Oralite 23. This is like the super rare Oralite, and I'm going to be making some special wraps and pendants for that. Here, have an infinity loop. Watch. Let's get shifty. Wait, this will catch up to itself. One sec. Okay. You're like getting like extra behind the scenes right now. Okay, watch this. Oh wow, that's like actually pretty delayed by quite a bit. Wow, how is that so delayed? That was like what we're seeing right now happened like years ago. Anyways, okay, so I just posted in the comments. So you can literally see in the comments this link here, Patreon, and then you go to the Patreon, and then that's going to take you to the Patreon page. And then through there, you can click to sign up. You click become a Patreon supporter. And of course, you can watch some of the videos there. So again, we're at 823. Again, guys, honestly, the objective right now is to get the team Patreon up to 900 by the end of the month. And that's literally what I'm going to be focusing on over the next week as well. So really looking for additional support in being able to help that happen. And if you want to donate more than $3 or $5, just let me know. And it definitely helps. And look, there's the pass. Remember when that happened? Remember, guys? Remember? Anyways, is there other stuff I want to show you? And some more. I'll just like leave you guys here. You guys can just like stay here. Let me just put you in this pile of buttons. Yeah. How does that feel, guys? You guys are just like lying in a pile of buttons right now. Does it feel good? Do you feel all those? Show you a couple more. There's some like gold pendant, pinecone spiral. There's some Syriantra. There's a lot of design, guys. There's like more designs than anything I can even show you. More black, white pinecone spiral. Got some like gold one. Oh, here's a free hugs button sign. It's got the flower of life actually hidden behind it. Here's some of the free hug signs that, again, you also get with your Shifter Booster Kit. So again, guys, the Patreon is such a key thing for being able to help support this project. It's really like this hack to be able to help this work in terms of supporting what it is that we're doing here. So when we all give a little, we all get a lot. So that's really, really awesome. Okay. And here, let me just show you. So again, I'm going to be making more of these, the light crystal pendants. Got a few of them right now. I will be making more, but again, these are available separate from the team Patreon. Oh, this one's cool. This green one. Check that out. Love that. And they got like the design on the back of like that ancient esoteric symbol that you might find in an alien spaceship. And here's another one. Hold on. I've never done that before. There's like all, I'm just gonna like walk around. This is the new style. You just like hang them on your hands like this. They are pretty awesome. Here, let me turn off the light on that real quick. And again, like having these as like crystals, like you can meditate on them. You can put intention into them, encode them how you want. And they're super magical, and people will ask questions about them, which is like part of the idea, is that they'll spark those shifty interactions. Okay, guys, let's move into the end of this broadcast. Like I said, I just can't stay up all night as much as I would love to, but I do want to be able to help invite more people to sign up for the team Patreon, and I do want to do some conscious freestyle flowetry. Okay, perfect. We do have a new sign up for the team Patreon. So shout out to, if you want to say in the comments who you were that donated, I just like don't disclose it. You guys want me to, but you know who you are. So thank you so much for signing up for the team Patreon. So let's drop those likes. Whoop, 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 whoop. So that brings us up to about 8:30, whatchamacallit. Honestly, guys, if we feel that we can keep getting more team Patreon donations, I'm more than happy to stay up for a little bit longer and to be able to like do some more like Q&A stuff. But we'll have to see. But in the meantime, let me do some like freestyle conscious flowetry for you guys. Because like honestly, like if it's like that's part of what doing these broadcasts is really cool, because like we do these as a way to raise money. So like it's kind of it's an alchemy thing. We put in time into these broadcasts, and then it turns into Team Patreon donations, which turns into like supporting the ongoing shift of the project. Same way in like making the shift buttons is like really cool, because like essentially like making the shift buttons is a form of alchemy. It's like really just like energy transmutation. Like how do the shift buttons get made, right? They get made as a result of me putting energy into a present moment, and then like through there, that's like what evidently creates them, you know? Like it's literally like putting energy into like a little disc, and then you guys get to use that. So it's really cool. So again, thank you to everyone for tuning into this. Thank you to the new Patreon donation supporter. And again, if you guys want to sign up for the Team Patreon, you guys know where the links are. And please join me in helping us reach our next goal of 900 by the end of the month. Once we reach our goal of 1,000 by what would be the end of November, then that's going to open up a new aspect to the game, which will be like a community resource pool for shift buttons for people who like aren't able to afford them or even join the Team Patreon. And people can literally just like donate, or not even donate, but just like get free shift buttons simply by asking for them. And there will be like a pool of them that we will have within a month, each month, dedicated to like being able to give to people in the community. Because that's like a big part of this project, is like being able to provide people with shift buttons all over the world and stuff. And shout out to you guys who have like gotten your shifter booster kits in the last few days. I know a lot of you guys have got them, and a lot of you guys have been pretty excited, and you guys have been giving them out and everything. Okay. Let me do some conscious freestyle flow tree for you guys. All right. All right. So yeah, we're up to 832 right now in the Team Patreon. So one drop at a time. Do some poetry, conscious freestyle flow tree, and we'll keep moving along here. Again, shout out to YouTube. I know you guys are kind of getting the secondary broadcast, but yeah. Shout out to absolutely no one on Periscope, because nobody's watching on Periscope. I don't understand how Periscope works. Like, I don't understand how I'm supposed to invite people to join Periscope. It's so weird. Okay. Yeah, shout out to Kaya. Kaya's got her shifter booster kit arrive. Kyle got his. Ashley got hers. Who else got theirs? Andrew's getting his in the way. John got his. Tiffany got hers. A few other people got theirs as well. So like, yeah, there's like all those loved ones. Those are all being packaged into kits. And I will say this: if anybody wants to help do individual micro donations to donate for helping with the shipping, please feel free to do that. That is a way that you can help as well. If you're just like, well, I'm already signed up for the Team Patreon, but I want to be able to help support, please feel free to do that, because like that's one of the ways how we're doing this. Like, we're not asking people to pay for shipping through the Team Patreon. We're paying still involved with what I have to send out, which right now is going on to my visa. So in good faith, I'm just like, okay, yeah, it's just like whatever, because we're gonna be able to like make it work and everything. So but yeah, additional donations for that I greatly appreciate. I'll put a link into the comments. It's paypal.me/Brendan Culleton. So yeah, here, that's like for single donations. Yeah, I'm just posting a comment in the chat. So again, if you guys are like already got my booster kit or whatever, and you guys just want to like help support the donations for the shipping, then follow this link here as soon as it stops lagging. Go, computer, go. Cool, guys. Thanks again for tuning in to Parlous. For single donation, put in the PayPal. Awesome. Okay. Yeah, and again, guys, like it's really cool right now with what's happened with like the Shailene Woodley video, because again, like a lot of you guys tuning into this are probably people who have already been involved with the project, but there are going to be some people who are brand new to this. So for people who are brand new to this, let me just again be involved with this. Like a big part of this project is about building a global team of shifters. Shifters are people intentionally helping shift consciousness through personal transformation, through the creation of conscious media, and also through the creation of paradigm shift communities where they are, and by doing things like hacking the matrix and going out there and doing things like free hugs and being able to like hold conscious space to be able to help assist with the shift in consciousness. I think I need a haircut. Maybe. Drop an 1111 if I need to get a haircut. I'm just joking. So again, if people are interested in syncing up with this, because I sent an email through the main website for people on the team creating their profiles, and you can create your profile at paradigmshiftcentral.com through there. And I'm in the midst of everything. There's a lot of work that I'm also doing on the back end because I want to be able to like refine the website a little bit more as the buttons keep going out there and stuff. Sweet. Kyle's talking about going to North Dakota. Adonis, what you're asking, is there any reason why you zoomed in on her eyes? Adonis, are you talking about the Shailene Woodley video? And if you are, I'll answer that, because it's the simple answer is that's not my footage. Like that footage of the Shailene, I'll just answer the footage, because other people were like leaving comments. There's like they were like mad that the footage was like so shaky, right? The video footage of Shailene Woodley giving her speech, and yeah, obviously you're asking about that. That's from her live Facebook broadcasts. So like she gave the phone to her friend. It might have been her mom, and then her mom was like filming it from a distance on a jumbotron screen. And so like she was doing her best, and then that footage was actually stabilized as well. It would have been much shakier. And if you look in the footage, that's like parts where you see her eyes are still, but then like it's kind of warbly around. That's the stabilization that's doing that. So yeah, please add the key, because it's all there was in the moment. So it was like vital to be able to get that ASAP. And again, I'm really happy with the fact that that actually worked. And I knew it would. And you know, even like I was talking to Kyle, we were like on the team voice chat before that even happened. And I was just like, watch, like I'm going to engineer this. This is going to go viral. And then like once it sort of got past like 50,000, it sort of reached that threshold. And so like right now, I mean, I haven't checked in the last couple of minutes. My Facebook was just kind of glitchy, but it's well over 500,000. And I do think like it will go up to 1 million eventually. I do feel that. So, and so like with that, it's also helping bring in more audience for the entire team for all of the content that we're going to be creating in the future as well. And I want to be able to like help get more people's content viral. So the video, like there's a video that I posted of hers yesterday, and that's already at like 10K views. And yeah, I can't see it right now. It's just like not loading up properly. Oh, unless I keep scrolling. Yeah, okay, let's see where it's at right now. It's just like slowly learn. So I'm gonna do a freestyle flow tree in the next. Guys, the idea of like creativity in the moment, putting yourself in a place where you can like kind of like allow that flow to come through, and to really just do it as a form of practice, and to really do it as expression and creativity in the moment. So yeah, okay, so that video is at 573,000 views, which again, you know, like talk about this, but yeah, like when I saw Shailene Woodley in the Divergent movie back in like 2013 or 14, like even then, like that movie was about the dreamer awakening and about like shifting paradigms. That movie was about that. And like her role within that movie, I'm really interested in this idea of synchromysticism and how like people within movies are actually like reflecting sort of like cosmic archetypes in a way. And so even then I was just like, whoa, you know, like she's going to be something. And then I started like doing some Google research, and then lo and behold, it confirmed that like she was very already like openly talking about her interest in holistic health and spirituality and meditation and mindfulness, and also in activism. And she's been involved in activism before this North Dakota pipeline thing. And so like through there, you know, like there was honestly a point where I tried contact. She's hard to, because she doesn't really have like now, which didn't used to exist. So like, dear Shailene Woodley, I really appreciate you helping shift the paradigms. I too make movies. I am filming one in California next summer. Please let me know if you would like to be in it, because I would love to be able to collaborate with you, or something like that, right? But I actually invited Shailene Woodley to like be in Journey to Lucidity. So maybe she'll be in the next one. I don't know. This next one coming up in April, it's going to be the last one. That's the last Journey to Lucidity movie. And that's another thing. I have to like finish the third one, which is another thing why I'm like trying to get everything done, because I want to finish Journey to Lucidity 3 before December 21st. If I can do that, and I really, really, really want to. So that's why I'm trying to like explode myself into a few different fractals so that I can work on multiple things at once. And the support from you guys helps make that possible. Oh, another thing for the Team Patreon supporters I want to mention to you guys, I'm introducing a referral system. So if you guys are already a Patreon supporter and you can invite other people to sign up for the Team Patreon, please let me know. And then I want to be able to give you guys bonuses. What those bonuses will be is kind of like what we'll figure out. Whether it's just like more buttons or like something else, you guys can kind of like let me know what you consider to be a bonus. But I want to be able to do that again to help continue to bring up the Team Patreon in that sense. And to be honest, like the Team Patreon, like it's kind of a thing where it's really like it's unlikely for someone to like be brand new to the project and donate to the Patreon. The Patreon is kind of a thing that people will get comfortable donating with once they become familiar with the project. You know, maybe once they've like been around for a team building broadcast, or once they've like done a global meditation, or once they've seen one of these broadcasts. So I mean, it's kind of like a if you're gonna ask your friend to donate for the Team Patreon, rather than that, like just like tell them about the project and kind of be like, hey, if you want to get some buttons, this is how you do it, sort of thing. So in that sense. Okay, I want to do some freestyle flow a tree and branch out like a tree, you and me. Okay. Okay. So again, guys, I'm going to do some freestyle flow tree, and then we're going to wrap up this broadcast, actually. And if there are any additional Patreon donations in the next minute, that's like a huge bonus. But again, for those of you watching in the future, please feel free to donate when you can. And that's greatly appreciated. Again, right now, we're working towards reaching 900 by the end of the month, because that's when the donations go through. So, and that keeps us on track towards our next goal. So you guys are helping out with that. Thank you so much. Don't make it sound like a paradigm pyramid. Yeah, it's not a pyramid. This whole thing with like the Patreon, it's a form of sacred commerce. It really is. And it's based on giving. So Kai is telling me not to cut my hair. Yeah. Okay. Let's get into some freestyle flow tree, and we're wrapping up this broadcast in the next couple minutes, guys. Thank you so much again for tuning in. Please feel free to connect to my profile and all that good stuff. And you can also find me on YouTube at youtube.com/Skull Babylon. Neo Gonzo journalist of the future. All right. All right. Freestyle flow tree time. With my heart open and my mind expanded, this one goes open for all those keeping that open hand in that place where we are coming into our opportunity to ask the bigger question of what it is that we can truly be. So for all my brothers and sisters who are standing at Standing Rock, who are walking the walk and talking the talk, who are opening their hearts to the bigger story that we are, who are aligning with the water and seeing the reflections of the stars. Because within the water is the future of who it is we truly are. And when we poison those veins, it will affect the conscious stars. And so I invite you all to add your energy to this story, to add this global intention to transform into that moment of glory when we will awaken from this dream into the steps of a new stream, into the future and the generations that will remember what it's truly been, of what it means to stand strong with the courage of a strong heart, of what it means to create and to bring in love with your own art. So tell your friends of this bigger story and invite them through the compassion and knowing that there is no us versus them, but it's seeing beyond those subtractions, because it is only us within this bigger story. It is only us who is awakening within this ultimate transformational story. What rhymes with story? Why can't so don't pause for a second, because this isn't the time. This is a place where you just got to show up for the rhyme. And so for all the people who are standing up against that black snake, reminding yourselves that your shield and your sword is all it really takes, because your heart is strong and your voice is heard, and we are with you transforming the story of the bigger world. So our ancestors be with us into what it is that we truly can be, into what it is that we can truly see, and opening all of those around us to see what it's meant to be. One heart, one mind, one soul, in this opportunity to tell the story of what this future will truly be. Awakening within the dream through the transformation of the golden stream, of the water running oh so pristine from the past into the future, and for our children, so that they can play, so that they can wipe themselves clean of the past, and into the future they will be free to create. They will be free to let go of all that unnecessary hate. And so I invite all of us to add our love into this moment, to add our love into this story of our transformational conscious atonement, because this is about us awakening to our connection, awakening to our place where we can see that it's about the affection. It's about the affection of holding love and forgiveness for all that we are, for all the scars that we carry, and for all the stories that we truly have come here to create and to love, and to know that we are the crystals, and that we are the water, and that we are the earth, and that we are the fire and the air, and we are the ether, and we are the fifth element. And so align with that as your memory unfolds into the next chapters of this never-ending infinite goal of awakening to the bigger dream, of awakening to the golden stream of the infinite consciousness flowing through into this one dream. I see you. I am you. Aho. Not one of my best ones, but I gave it a shot. It was what it was in the moment. I'll just practice. Cool, guys. Thanks. Okay, guys. With that said, I really encourage you guys to keep it shifty, create a profile on the main website. If you want to join into the Slack, you can do that. You can join into the Slack, but first you got to create a profile on the main Paradigm Shift Central website. And if you want to be involved with the team voice chat, you got to go through a couple gates, create a profile on the main website, join the team Slack, get into the voice chat. And through the voice chat, that's where we're working on project collaboration and lots of cool stuff. And again, this Thursday coming up is the next broadcast for the Paradigm Shift Destiny School on the topic of aliens, UFOs, and entities. UFOs, aliens, and entities. So inviting you guys to do some research, pull up some articles, get some information on what the situation is with UFOs and entities, and any videos that you might want to share. And yeah, I'm looking forward to being able to co-create that one with you guys. So I'm just going to take this last minute here. If you guys want to drop some 555s in the chat, invite other shifters to connect with you. And if you guys have anything that you just want to say, show some appreciation, drop some 1111s to show some love for all the other shifters out there. This is amazing being able to connect with you guys. As always, I'm super grateful. And you guys are awesome. This is about the global team. This is about us shifters keeping it shifty. So just standing by for another minute as we take a moment here to say farewell. And I shall see you guys at the Dream Tree, which is like a whole thing in itself. Next Dream class is next Tuesday as well. And remember, guys, less than 2 weeks until Doctor Strange comes out. Get ready, be the catalyst for conscious conversations, because people are going to start getting curious about those astral dimensions. All right, ready to wrap this up. Thanks to YouTube. You guys are awesome. And again, thank you to Facebook. Please feel free to subscribe to my videos, live videos. And again, you guys can help when you guys are subscribed to the Facebook page for Paradigms Essential. Click it to get notifications. Click the like button to get notifications. And then from there, help out. When you see content go through there, help out by sharing it into some of the lists of the groups. And that's something that we'll be working on more and coordinating so that we can continue to strategically help get videos viral with the intention of getting those inspirational messages out there and helping invite and encourage people to continue to choose to be the change that they wish to see. So guys, we're wrapping up this broadcast. Thank you so much to you guys for tuning in, sending love, much love. You guys are awesome. I look forward to doing this again. And as always, my name is Brendan. Much love. ParadigmsEssential.com. Add your support to Team Patreon at patreon.com/Brendan Calden. Keep it shifty. We got lots more things happening. We got a lot more things coming your way. And until then, you guys keep working on your stuff. Go create some conscious media. Write down your dreams and be the change that you wish to see. The shift is us. Keep it shifty, guys. Until next time, I'll see you in the future. One love. Peace. And to YouTube, peace. Good night, guys. See ya.